I don't think there's a fix though, so I think it just kind of is what it is.
True. Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live. I didn't even realize. I guess they're playing Los for this first round. We'll watch from the Seven Foos side here. The left side of the Seven Foos getting underway. I didn't even get to do my first round thing I practiced, but a huge gap here opening up in the mid, and it's VG and Wooster just in a 1v1 essentially. 5v5, 4v4 off to the left, 5v5 here on the right. The first pick going to Danny G on Polish in the 1v1. Danny G getting the first pick. Matt Bob onto Aries. The TRRB left flank has one, though. Seven Foos realize this. They're going in on this 4. They pretty much got him encircled here. They need to survive, though. Dux goes down. He was the last member of that TRRB right side. Seven Foos getting some picks back here. Trades from both. A good swap from Chromops onto Danny G. Right now, it's a 3v4 in favor of the Seven Foos. 2v4 now. I don't know who's alive for the... Oh, and a team kill from Radioactive Goat Milk kills any chance of that round being one for the TRRB. 1-0 here.
TRRB was really heavy. They get the initial picks on the left flank, and then they have 2 TKs. 20% of the team died that round because they TK'd. Just need to watch those stabs. Interpuff did a crazy 360 up-down block just for Matt Bob to TK him at the end. So just watch their stabs. Play a little patient. You're up. You don't got to rush it.
Milkman starting off 3-0, Reddish with 2-0. Some of the names from the top performer list there. Rave 3-0 was team killed at the end there again. Who you expect to be at the top of the leaderboard after 1 here? Now that we're going to the second round, I'll say what I planned to say in the first round anyway. So here we go. We're underway. A new RGL champion will be crowned after this match. Will it be the TRRB or the Seven Foos? There we go. It's round late, but better late than never. Again, the line is now pretty much turned perpendicular, or I can't think of the term. Hotspot with the first pick on the Rave, though. That's a huge pick. Let's see if the TRRB can respond with their top player down. It's pretty static right now. Nobody wants to be the person to make a mistake here in these grand finals here playing passive. VG in the middle here against Wooster, and they're just kind of, the mid is just like watching as the flanks do work. The right of the Seven Foos here are trying to progress, aggress forward here. The left is kiting. It's back to a singular line here, splitting off. Reddish with a kill onto Ducks. This is great, like restraint by the Seven Foos here with 2 first picks, and they are just not going in. They're not panicking. They're playing this. Matt Bob going off to the left, but Bacon and the left flank of the Seven Foos is crashing over the right of the TRRB, and now it's just open melee. A bunch of 1vx's, some picks from the TRRB, but it's not enough. The Seven Foos just have too many people alive. And just like that.
Yeah, only 2 deaths there for Seven Foos. I mean, just consistently applying pressure. Hotspot with a great pick on the Rave that just completely took the wind out of TRRB sails, and then just like slowly making sure that they're together and that they're punishing mistakes from TRRB until they can just all push and kill him is really good from Seven Foos.
Crack now dropping. I mean, he's been dropping, sorry. And then, I mean, that round too, you saw Seven Foos got the 2 first picks, but they didn't immediately do what most people would do in that scenario. They don't just rush forward and try to overwhelm you. They're playing nice restraint, like just so passive across the board from both teams. Even the TRRB with Rave going down first, they're naturally down a guy. They have to try something, but they're not really, after that first pick, they didn't really try anything. The next kill came about 30 seconds later. This left of the Seven Foos, again, being the aggressive against Section and Ducks. A miss on that up down here. Is giant gap here forming in the right con. It's a 6v6 off to the left here. The lines rejoin now. Section with a kill on the Reddish. That's huge. Another kill from Matt Bob on the Russell, but Aries on the Matt Bob. It's now even. Hotspot evening it out. Amy with a kill on the Polish. And Radioactive Goat Milk's in behind here. Seven Foos, who I don't know who that is. Hotspot just straight stabbing Chrome. And just like that, it's now a 5v7. VG, they're just, the Seven Foos is just whittling down the TRRB here. I don't know if the TRRB did that 5-hour training, but it doesn't look like enough.
Maybe it was only 3. Maybe it was only 3.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they got to warm up in the game or something. It looks like there's a mix of kind of like macro mistakes going on here, just of like positioning mistakes from TRRB, and then there's just sometimes where they're just not blocking. Like there's just there's stabs that like most of the time you should just block, and they're just not hitting those blocks, and it's really costing them a lot of rounds here with it. Because you know they're kind of putting themselves in poor positions and they can't get themselves back out of it.
Not
But
a
still
lot of
great
crazy
teamwork
stuff
and
happening here to draw any reactions from me or give up yet, but
Yeah.
just clean and efficient going on here from the seven foos.
I'm just a loud guy, but there's no loud moments.
Yeah, there's nothing loud going on about this. It's like this is like group
This is just
fighting if it was on a
cold,
textbook right now.
Calculated textbook right here, dude. Except whatever VG is doing in the middle, that is not textbook. But it works. So
I mean, Chrome and Wooster now trying to play together, but Danny G and VG playing together here. Mapop with the first pick on the Ares. The left flank. But just like that, 2 quick kills for the 7 foos. Mapop is still alive. He almost got into the mid. He's just weaving through that left side. The 7 foos has pulled a 45E, backing themselves against the wall here. It's a 4v3 on the left-hand side, 4v2 now, and then a 3v3 here. And just like that, the TRRB are going to get their first round on the board. I mean,
TRB finally, after getting a first pick, almost trolled a little bit with Mapop diving 4 people. I don't know what that one was about, but they were able to hit their up-down, stay alive, and went out the round. I believe they still need to play even more patient. They're being a little too rowdy after the initial pick. But if they still find that initial pick on it was Ares again. Same thing that happened last match. Just find Ares, kill Ares, whittle them down slowly. If you rush, 7 foos will fuck your shit up.
Yeah, I mean pretty close over melee there. 7 foos got a lot of refrags. It was just good restraint from TRB just to push them in that corner, right, and then just force them to play on the wall. Really tough to play from that position.
I don't know if I forget who played the 45E last week, but pushing themselves against the wall there might not be the move for the 7 foos. Yeah, I've got short-term memory loss. Forget who's playing who. But again, Mapop, Danny G with just a free kill on the Chrome. That's gonna free up a 2v1 here in this mid for Danny G. Like, oh my, Rave throwing stabs into like a wall of 4 people, and Mapop just gets him. Yeah, Mapop just diving in behind. He's just a team. He thinks he gets a team kill.
He's dancing. And he got another kill.
Mapop just a team kill from the TRRB, but I don't think there's a 2v1s in the middle, a 2v1 off to the left, and a 1v1 off to the right. Down goes Jay. That's gonna free up section, and the 2 7 foos members here in the right pocket. I don't know who's. That's VG surviving in the 2v1 there for quite some time. Good effort from him. God. But Mapop that round, that's just crazy. Like, first you have Rave. Rave is literally going against a kiting wall of 3 people there, and he's just throwing stabs at their face. He's just he's like just no respect given to his opponent whatsoever. That's like he's going up against Amy, Hotspot, Russell, and Ares. I mean, Ares went down to Mapop.
Well, here's what's happening.
It's just crazy.
Mapop is dog walking Ares, have Ares on a leash, right? And then he just like runs away, and Ares doesn't do anything about it. Gets a backstab. Ares doesn't get the trade. And then Mapop pulls some gamer moves, got a pick, calls a TK, and then, returned back to earth when he TK'd Radio. Because not all of us can be gods.
You know, like when you're in pickups and like you dive in and then people like don't help you and then you just get 1v3 and you die and get upset. Like Rave is not letting that happen to Mapop right now. Like he's helping with that.
Well, I'm trying to get a good angle here on this Rave Mapop flank, and the right flank of the 7 foos is trying to run away. Chrome this time getting a first pick, and this TRB mid swiping into the right con of the 7 foos now. Not sure on the numbers, but definitely in TRB favor. Yeah, heavily in the TRB favor. And just like that, 3 quick rounds in a row, and it brings it to a 3-3.
3-3.
If you that round, like Chrome straight stabbed VG. VG was going for what Danny G does. So what Danny G has done, I think, twice now against Chrome, maybe against someone else in the first round. I can't remember what. But he's just been throwing straight stabs at that person who stabs him, and he's gotten the pick every time that I've seen him do it. VG tried to do the same thing, dies to it. That's why like Danny G has something special when he does it. I think Chrome has realized that, and that's why he's actually lined up against VG right now, because if he keeps on doing that where he just walks up and stabs against VG, I think this 7 foos mid might be in trouble unless VG starts right-clicking. But, who knows with VG.
TRB had some really nice up-downs, though. It was kind of really fast and efficient, what you want to see from a finalist of RGL.
Oh, a flank swap came out from the TRB. Mapop and Rave now on this right side going, they must have had a ghost or something, because already predicting the flank swap from the 7 Foos here as Matt Bob and Rave. This right
Oh,
flank
Chrome
is
blocked
just
it
turned into
down.
open melee.
Rufus.
A trade from Rufus and Hotspot.
Oh my god.
Chrome gets one on the VG here. Hotspot's in behind the TRRB like mid here, forcing Wooster to show his back here. There's a 2v3. Matt Bob gets one. Matt Bob's a dancing queen. That's OG right
They need
there.
to get
OG
this right here.
Holdfast. They get the 2v1, and just like that, 5v4 in favor of the 7 Foos. It's Bacon, Jay, Reddish, and Hotspot. If
TRRB is
you want
not
any
the
four,
strongest in
if
these
you want any
situations,
4
though.
here in this for the 7 Foos, I think you've got them here. And then you got Rave, Matt Bob, Chrome, Radio, Wooster, and Rave. Rave taking a 1v1 here. TRRB
This is
seem
interesting.
indecisive in where to go here. Rave still holding the 1v1, and just like that, a regroup coming out. Rave, look at how close Rave is, and just like that, he gets the drag on Hotspot.
Oh.
He's literally getting up in their face. He's talking his shit and letting his nuts hang like that one rapper.
Which
Just
they did a
no
really good
respect
job
given.
stonewalling Bacon. Bacon gets out though.
Reddish and Bacon regrouping the top, arguably the dynamic duo here for the 7 Foos. 4v2. Both going for a swap.
Oh.
Wooster max ranging Bacon, and
missed.
just like that. What a quick swing for the TRRB.
4 unanswered rounds. Simfus takes their timeout. And I would agree with taking their timeout at this point.
You know, I've been a Matt Bob hater for probably 6 years. I just don't like the way he plays. But to give him his flowers right now, he's like exceptional at putting pressure on a 1v1 in flank and just pushing that one wherever he wants to do whatever he wants. When you're playing against him, you never feel like you have like the advantage or can like counter his aggression effectively, and it's really hard to play against. And Arya is struggling with it right now. It's a really difficult thing to do. That's why 45E like ran to the wall just to make it so you didn't have any room to do it. That's why some regiments will just send somebody out to 1v1 and like spread him out and just really take him out really far. But it's a really difficult thing to deal with, and I think right now more than anything he's providing the pressure that TRB need to win these rounds. And it's kind of up to the 7 Foos right now to counter that pressure, and I think they can start winning again.
So true, so real. Yeah, let's hold tab for the.
Yeah, I will. I will. 1 second. How do I turn off Steam notifications?
I don't know.
If you.
Oh crap.
You got 5 seconds.
All right, we'll figure it out later. Chat, if you
Steam settings, notifications.
Steam settings notifications. All right, we are live though. I'll drag that over to second monitor real quick. Thank you, Jeff King. Thank you, Jeff King. Chrome, look at Chrome here. Chrome going for like a quick early pick in the mid, not really working out. Rave and Matt Bob getting the first pick on the Ares. The 7 Foos flank here, the pushing flank has stalled against the wall, running out of space to go wide on them. They're going to look for an up down here on the first man, though. They get it. They get it. Bacon and Reddish getting picks. Another 2v1. Each flank for each side is one here. 6 guys alive, 7 alive for the 7 Foos. If they can regroup with Russell here, I don't think the TRRB are going to give him the chance to.
He gets out. Oh.
Is that Rave right there? And the TRB, their backs are against the wall here. I don't know where this has been. The last couple of years of group fighting, but 45E starting it last week. Everyone puts themselves against the wall. Danny G with the first pick in the open melee.
Killing spree.
I keep looking at the Steam comments, and just like that, only actually no member of the 7 Foos falling in that regroup.
If you peer offline on Steam, I don't think you like the friends option gets shut down. You don't get Steam messages.
True. We go all the way offline.
Yeah, go all the way offline.
I did. I know. Oh.
Yeah, if you go to settings and then Steam settings and then notifications, I think you can turn them off. But in any case, with the game, just a really bad kite by Arya and Russell there on the left flank. The 7 Foos left flank was just like kind of in a pocket, but the TRB right con is pushing like really, really hard to kind of force that. Like Chrome's like was in there, like was pushing them so hard they couldn't get out. But a really good job by the 7 Foos right flank to just find that up down and win the open melee.
W7 Foos timeout conversion.
All right. We're getting beeps like we're on a radar station here. Anyway,
Wait, Aries troll.
Rave
Aries
getting
is trolled.
the left flank of the 7 Foos dove in there, and just like that, a couple free kills for Matt, Bob, and Rave.
Aries needs to run away from
5v2 on that left, on the right. A 3v3 now here on the right. Whoever this is getting blocked, by the way. It's now a 3v3. The 5 of the TRRB on the left,
Oh
able to
my
get
God.
away. And just like that, the TRRB round. Coming off of the timeout, 7 Foos able to get one. With the TRRB answering back. All right.
I think at this point, you move Aries somewhere else. Or just fix something, do something with the line. Just be more flexible, because at this point, Rave is just fucking W King his little mind off at Aries or Russell, and then just finding the initial pick. That last round, Aries possibly maybe has trolled by diving them.
Go to your friends list, guys.
Yeah, go to your friends list.
And click on your name. Click on your name and click. Don't just start.
Hey, there's a reason.
All right,
There's
there
a
you go,
reason,
there you go.
chat. There's a reason,
There you
chat.
go.
There's a reason, guys, why I'm not
Yeah,
in
I think
anything to do with
Samfu's-
computers.
I think 7 Foos left flank just has to run this round. Like, just
Yeah.
cannot engage Matt.
And that's
at
what
all.
exactly what it looks like they're gonna do. I mean, still presenting like a down stab to look at Rave. He's in like prime up down distance. He doesn't care. Ducks
Well,
and
just blocking,
Section
bro.
getting the 2 kills onto Jay and Reddish there. That's the pushing right flank. That whole right flank dead now with Reddish and Milkman being dead.
Oh my
TRRB
God.
TRRB figuring out now. They understand it now.
Killing spree.
Only a couple members left of the 7
Dominating.
Foos, but a resounding TRRB victory again. And Matt Bob just doing a nice little 180 on Russell there to finish it. Why did you get
Chrome has
timed out?
16 kills. What is Chrome? has
Chrome
16 kills already?
Chrome and Rave again. One of the 2 of the players who had pointed out who said TRB need to activate already with over 2 impact, and the top player for the 7 Foos being Reddish with a 1.13. I think the TRB is using the wall here against this pushing flank of the right of the 7 Foos, as they got nowhere else to go. Once they hit the wall, they can't really go around you, can they? They can't jump up on the platform anymore like it's first iteration. But yeah.
It's TRB are using the wall to help them kite and to hold the line. 7 Foos were not using the wall at all. It kind of that.
There was
the
a flank
problem.
swap here, so now the
Matt
two
Bob Rave is on a
flanks
strong flank.
are aggressing, but just like that, the left side of the TRB has. Oh my God, they've cornered them. They've literally pushed them
Oh,
into a
no.
wall like a bully. The 7 Foos knows they have to get out now. They're literally against the corner in the wall. They have to escape
the wall,
somewhere. The middle here has a huge gap. I'm not sure which TRB member that is, but VG's gonna get the
Oh,
first pick
VG.
on Chrome. That's gonna enable a couple 1vx's here. A diver, that's Rave there in the mid for the TRRB, and the left of the 7 Foos has won after being pressed against a wall
This is a
like
really good read
elementary
from
school
TRB.
bully. 5 people alive for the TRRB. The 7 Foos is up by 2 in man advantage. Off to the side here goes Radioactive Goat Milk in a 2v1 with Reddish and Jay. He goes down. Stellar block. A couple trades. Rufus gets one, but I don't think it's enough for the TRB to come back in this round. Danny G gets the kill on a Rufus, and it's just Section alive. Hashtag glorp it up.
Killing
Famous
spree.
Ed Section CS team. Some caster X-player
W.
relations there.
W.
All right, no, we're gonna ban that. Let's ban that word in chat right now. Let's ban that copy. Let's ban that combination.
Yeah, I mean, 7 Foos did what 45E did, right? Walk to the wall, make him not be able to push you, and then sit there and win. I don't think this is the long-term solution against TRB, but maybe it'll make TRB flank swap immediately out of that. Just trying to make him change it up. What 7 Foos really needs to do, I think they need to keep on pushing on their J Reddish flank, but they can't stretch that much, like all the way to the wall like they have been, and they need to like give their right flank like a chance to live when they run away, so that they can hopefully like get actual picks and have line cohesion.
You know what, Nelly? I appreciate that. Anyway, the same flanks. Nope, the TRB has flank swap, so I don't think the 2 aggressive flanks will contain each other here enough, and they've spread out. You could drive a Mack truck through that gap there in the mid. It's a 6v6 off to the right, 4v4 on the left here. This is all going to be who gets the first pick. Hotspot and Reddish finding 2 quick picks, but Matt Bob with 1, Amy with 1, Ondo Booster, Enderpuff. TRB with a series of kills now. VG gets 1 to stop the bleeding. He gets another one onto Enderpuff, who didn't see him coming. This TRB need to regroup here. I don't know who's stuck in a 2v1 there. Chrome Ops goes down, and just like that, another 4v4. It's Jay, Danny G, VG, the Milkman versus Rave,
The B
Polish,
team.
Matt Bob, and Ducks.
The B team is here.
Danny G looks to be directing it, running. Jay looking to aggress here on the Ducks. They're trading. They're circling each other. The Sharks in the water, waiting for the first move to be made. TRB now shifting into the right here. They need to be careful. Rave drifting off to the left here. Danny G trying to find something with that long down stab of his. Only throws down stabs. Danny G, famous. Matt Bob turns his back to him, but they get the up down on the J. Matt Bob with another kill on the Danny G, just like that. 4v2 in favor of the TRB, and instantaneously both 7 Foos members dropping to the floor. 7-5 TRB.
Really winnable around there from 7 Foos. They just like fumbled the open melee, fumbled the 4v4 there. I mean, Chrome like threw himself in that 5v4 and just died for no reason. I think it was Ava who called Chrome and Rave clutch seeking missiles there. I mean, Chrome was the one who was seeking that clutch, didn't need to, gave his life away, and TRB still cleaned it up in the 4v4. That was a really good job by Matt Bob in that first pick.
Please press tab in between rounds. I forget, chat. I'm sorry. Anyway, again, same stagnation from the 7 Foos here. No one above a 1.2 impact, while the TRB's top 3 all above a 1.5, with Chrome and Rave 2.0. Crack is dead in the middle arena. I thought someone just dropped dead there, or the ragdoll. I was like, what happened? Anyway, again, the 7 Foos turning their backs to this wall here, playing passive. The TRB is getting
nice
up in their
block by
face. They are
Rave.
not respecting them. 2 kills to open this round for the TRB. VG gets 1 onto Rufus. But again, 2 quick TRB kills. The TRB just finding these up downs. A 4v2 off here to the right.
No!
Reddish is able to get 1 on the Enderpuff. Section on the J. Now it's just Reddish. Rave punching Ares. I was not watching that. I was watching the right-hand side.
Aries was getting held and Rave punched him down. Yeah, I'm gonna explain what's happening on the Rave lane. Rave is pretty much doing a thing called gamble first, block second. So he's throwing every stab, right? He's not fearing the actual stab they're throwing at him. Until the moment that they're actually throwing the stab, he blocks. So he's just playing the game of how far his little ADHD young fast reaction time can take him, because he's like really just throwing every stab, gambling this left flank, but every time like he knows their stab is going to beat his stab, then he blocks. He's playing a really dangerous game, but it's working really well for him at the moment.
Again, the 7 Foos not flank swapping here. They're relying. Bacon's actually no longer playing with Reddish. I'm not sure if that's something that changed this round here, but Jay and Reddish now trying to work together. Section able to just straight stab Reddish there. And this right flank of the TRB has 1, and they have 1 in other parts of the line. A 2v1 in the left con. Down goes VG. And again, just another resounding round for the TRB.
This is reminding me so much of the last fight where TRB pulls it away in the middle and then 7 Foos comes back. But I guess we'll see if 7 Foos comes back from this.
I mean, there's second timeout being used here. Like halfway through the match, I think a lot of this is kind of just macro play. I think for TRB, I think it's really smart where they've got the momentum from 7 Foos. Now 7 Foos have changed their game plan, I think 3 times now. You've made them flank swap, you've made them get in their own heads, and now they're just running at them, right? They're just no respect, just getting in there and fighting them, and really just trying to crush that 7 Foos mental. And hopefully the second timeout does something for 7 Foos to get them back on track. Otherwise, it could be like a 15-5, 15-7.
Yeah, I mean, started 3-0, climbed. TRB brought it back to a 5v or 4-3 the first time out. Immediately 4-4. Then 7 Foos only able to capture 1 round after their original timeout. The first round coming out of their timeout. So I mean, if they can get it here, looks like Rufus getting dropped for this round from Crack. TRB are huddling around Rufus. It looks like I think Rufus actually may have
No,
crashed.
Rufus crashed and they're all huddling and saying come back.
See what
Famous
happens when
Rufus
you have
internet,
the mute button on. But anyway, I mean, yeah, if TRRB can get to 10 rounds here, I just think that the mental image of a double-digit round count, might create a little bit of a mountain for the 7 Foos to climb. I mean, still very much a group fight in front of us. Okay, I can't look at I can't look at chat anymore. This head mod Twilster. We gotta start cracking down here. Look, Chrome again going for that first pick onto Amy. He's again the Rave and
my
Amy
God,
just
no reaction.
there we go.
Oh, yeah,
VG finally finding, but a 3v3 off here to the left. A 6v7. Rave gets one on the Russell. They need to finish that up quickly. Matt Bob gets one, and the left flank has one. That's going to activate them to regroup now. It's now a 6v4 here on these middle, and an outnumbered TRB winning on the right here. VG getting one on the crack. A 2v1 Ducks
VG.
against Reddish and Amy. Amy finding them. 2 quick kills, though, from the TRRB. They're just going to regroup and look to put Milkman away and then turn around and focus in on Reddish and Amy. Amy gets one, causes a team kill from Enderpuff, but immediately shut down by Enderpuff, and Wooster with the kill onto Reddish after trading out for Rave. 5 to 10
yeah, I
now.
mean, the 7 Foos right flank is kind of paralyzed right now. Like they're in a situation where like Rave is just being incredibly aggressive, and Mapbob is providing so much pressure on the 1 that neither the 1 or the 2 on the right flank want to do anything. They're actually going to swap up the right flank pretty significantly because they just weren't able to do anything. They weren't able to lock in, and they just let themselves get up down last round. So you got to see a big change, but you see it here from some Foos having Amy and Jay on the right flank. That's a pretty solid flank, and then you have Bacon Reddish on the other flank, the tried and true 7 Foos flank, Bacon Reddish flank that gets it done, and HDL, RGLs, you name it, they get it done. So maybe this flank swap will work.
I'm looking at the wrong one here. Bacon back with Reddish and his partner in crime. Wooster is playing in between. Oh, yeah, but I think he was doing that on purpose, using the orbit cam here. 4v4 off to the right, a 1v1 in mid, and a 5v5 off to the left. Chrome just able to.
He got mugged. He got mugged.
Chrome gambling that Danny G doesn't think he has object permanence, forgetting that as soon as he turns out of his range, that Chrome doesn't know he's there. But the 7 Foos is recovering from this round. Chrome's able to get away from Jay there. And just like that, it's a 5v6. 1 man in favor of the 7 Foos. Milkman, Reddish, and Bacon here pushing on the left-hand side. Russell, Aries, and Jay kiting. Chrome looking to find some space here on the left. This TRB needs to do something. They dive in. Milkman able to get the kill on the Rave. And putting the odds in favor of the 7 Foos for this round. Milkman on a killing spree. I think that's 3 kills. Chrome just doing the same move he did to Jenny G on to Jay, though, in the 1v4. If it is anyone, it would be the cracked 8th grader to come up with something magical here. He causes a team kill. Reddish on to Russell. But the 7 Foos calms down and is able to get the up down. Milkman with another. And now it's just Wooster against these 4. I mean, barring a miracle here. And the Reddish puts him down. If it was anyone to do it, I don't think it would be Wooster. You would need like a Rave or Chrome in that situation.
You didn't let me finish, but
there's a few people higher on that list than him. But... yeah, I mean, solid run from 7 Foos, right? The flank swap got it done. Just getting 2 different people in there, Amy and Jay, who both have extensive flank experience, just to not be so scared on the flank. Maybe they're going into it without the mentality that Arya and Russell have of just kite and just live, and they're able to actually get stuff done, or at least live long enough to be helpful in open melee, which is what Arya and Russell were struggling with. So very good flank.
Boost finally has a player with 1.2 impact.
Yeah, I was about to point out as well. Danny G did start off hot. Started with those 5 kills. He hasn't gotten a kill since like round 4. I want to say he started off like 5 and 3. So TRB clearly has now started to win this mid game. There we go. Rufus and Chrome onto an up down onto VG. Hotspot though gets one under Rave. They need to be careful. The TRB. Hotspot's in behind. They're able to get him. But the 7 Foos trading it out. Yep, still even here. Chrome looking to get another pick in the mid. I don't know who's map
Matt Bob
bobbing off to the
is-
right. Is that map bob?
This Matt
Awkward
Bob.
line play here from the TRB. They have an advantage here. I want nope 7-7.
Oh,
If
what a
he was able
nice
to get that, and a
block.
team kill from Rufus. Bacon gets one, and just like that, 2 quick deaths for the TRB. It's gonna shift it in favor of the 7 Foos now.
Killing spree.
But Chrome with 2 kills on the Amy and Reddish. A kick coming out from somewhere. A 3v1 here on the left, a 2v1 at the top, and a 1v1 down below. Milkman finishing off Chrome. 2 3v1s for the 7 Foos. Ooh, a unlucky hit for someone. That was Enderpuff. And now it's just Wooster in the 1v3, and the 7 Foos doesn't want to chance anything. They have 2 people coming to regroup. But Jay's taking the 1v1, a hit.
And he's down.
He's down 7-10. Out of the timeout.
Finding some footing here.
2 rounds out of the timeout.
Looking pretty good. Seems like the new flank they have cooked up is working as planned. They're not dying instantaneous to Rave anymore. They're actually picking Rave more than him actually getting kills at this point. And 7 Foos making sure when they have the advantage to keep that advantage and not to troll.
Well, looking at that regroup too, like before Rufus killed Mapbob, like something I just want to point out how Mapbob was so hard to play against is the guy's doing pirouettes in front of Amy, right? just spinning, just doing whatever. And it's really hard to read him because most people think Mapbob's giving me his back. I'm going to straight stab him. But then he turns around and he'll hit you with the gamble that'll hit you first for whatever reason. And he's been doing it for years. So really lucky that Rufus gets the team kill on Mapbob last round. Help him win.
Matt Bob also
There's huge gaps starting here in between the connectors. Like this is I just don't like as a mid player you want to take advantage of those, but 2v1 here off to the left, but someone coming in behind. Do they know? Yep, they're able to block. TRB with 3 kills. That's coming from the right side of the TRB. I think someone got a hit. A 7 Foos member that just fell. I think that was Russell got a hit off on someone, but 7 Foos able to mop up this left-hand side here. 5v7, 2-man advantage for the TRB. Aries and Jay looking to lead an aggressive push here on the right. The TRB mid, not in the room. First pick, Ducks and Chrome. 3 quick TRB kills. Amy gets one on the Ducks to stop the flood of TRB kills in the chat, but it's not enough. Rave just killed Chrome with his own fist. We got a team kill. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's something.
Maybe Rave is mad at Chrome for stealing all of his farm because Chrome has 26 kills while Rave has 22 kills.
I mean that
they
round.
Really hate each other right now.
The original line phase is sort of splitting at the con, and then you just kind of you just get open melee off the bat here on the left. I feel like it's they're each side taking gambles, trying to get backstabs or 2v1s. Yeah, I mean, a lot going on. That's just confusing my Holdfast IQ brain right now. So thank you, Cassie Mehmed.
GG.
Yeah, and now Reddish is playing third here on the left. I don't know if he was doing that before, but it's a 6v6. It's a 6v6 here on that right hand side of my screen. A 4v4 off to the left. Chrome gets the first kill on the Danny G, and just like that, that's gonna enable the TRB to try to hurry up and win this pocket here. But Amy with 2 quick kills puts it in favor of the 7 Foos. Amy with 3 kills on the round. The TRB now forced to do something on the left here. 7 Foos. It's a 4v7. They're able to kill Russell, bringing it to a 4v6. They're trapped against the wall, though. Reddish just straight stabbing radioactive goat milk. Section gets one, but he's immediately traded out. And just like that, again, another round for the 7 Foos. 8-11.
TRB props that round, even though the left flank died. Like, Chrome gets to pick on mid. They go to the left flank to clean it up. Unfortunately, the 7 Foos right flank actually wins it this time, and then they go to regroup. The group was actually pretty solid. They killed everyone. I believe Chrome was the only one that fell during the regroup. And they pretty much killed and up down everyone in their way to the regroup, which was actually pretty clean. But unfortunately, It was a semi.
I mean, huge run from Amy there, getting those 3 kills on the right after Danny goes down. There's a 6v5 on the Sunfu's right flank. Sunfu's somehow found a 3v1. Amy gets a kill, then gets another kill, and gets another kill. Really what you want to see. Reddish now in right con. Russell is playing 2 for Bacon. Big change there.
Flexible lineup, part of my keys to victory. And they're doing it.
Reddish with his fists out.
The left of the 7 Foos, I mean right of the 7 Foos running. Again, Chrome is just holding this up stab, looking for something in the mid here against Ares. The 7 Foos is backed up into this corner. They've won and lost scenarios like this before. They're stuck in the corner. The TRRB has them contained. The this
they can't kite that way. They
Squeeze.
have to stop moving.
Squeeze.
They didn't stop moving. Oh no.
They're actually in the corner now. This is more extreme than before.
No.
The TRB
Oh
looking to
my
max
God.
range. The 7 Foos starting to inch out. First pick
Oh,
on the
Ray with
Rave
the
on the
finish.
Reddish. Jay gets one to trade on the radio
Radio
though.
goes down.
They're now out of the corner and they're stuck against their spawn wall. Jay with another one on the Rave. An up-down possibility on Map Up here. Map Up gets a hit though. A team kill? I don't even know what's going on. A couple team kills from both sides, I think, and it's 6-3 in favor of the 7 Foos. Another team kill. Or Dux gets one on the Amy. It's a 2v1s.
Oh, nice hit down
Dux
low.
gets one on the Bacon. Just like that, it could be on for the
And then regroup with
TRB.
your teammate.
Dux now
my
moving into
God.
the corner. 2v1. Dux regroups.
With the 180.
Danny G goes down. Oh my God. I don't know what's happening. Jay in a 3 in the middle of the triangle now against VGJ and Danny G. Dux trying to do something. The EU won EU RGL last year with the SBAT. Like it's a major sports league. Transfers over to North America to retire.
Oh my God.
And just like that though,
They
the
got
7
him in the
Foos.
corner.
Yo,
But it was just
oh,
a jousting.
Jay-
It was a jousting straight snap.
Jay
fest,
wins
bro.
that
No one
round.
was blocking.
Jay won that round single-handedly for 7 Foos there. Reddish goes down first because the 7 Foos left flank, like once they hit the wall, they just had to stop moving. But they kept on moving. They got shoulder to shoulder in the very corner. Reddish goes down. I mean, that's like disaster scenario. Like, any 7 Foos fans out there are sitting there thinking, oh, it's all over. Jay got a huge pick. Then Amy's about to get up down. Jay gets another huge pick on the person trying to up down Amy, and then got another pick and an up down, and just won the round entirely for 7 Foos. If he's not getting 3 kills there, they don't have a chance in hell of winning.
Through 20 rounds here, Chrome is 1 kill away from 30. Rave at 23. Ender Puff at 20. The 7 Foos stuck
And they're
at
splitting.
15 for their top fragger. The 5v5 here now off to the right. They're playing two different like events here right now. 2 different group fights going on. The 7 Foos is winning the one on the left here, up a man. Oh, a team kill from Reddish onto Amy is going to even it out on the left-hand side, but another kill. It's going to be a 4v3 on the left. The TRB is winning off to the right-hand side. There's a 1v1 in the middle here. They're using my entire screen here, so I can't know what to look at. A 4v1 off to the left, a 5v1 soon. Rufus gets one
TRB
onto
cleans up
Russell
their
there on the
fight.
left. TRB has cleaned it up. It is now a 5v4. The TRB has advantage,
both
but
get
I don't
out.
think they're going to be able to regroup with Polish here. Polish is going to go down, and just like that, 4v4. For the 7 Foos, Hotspot, Reddish, Ares, J versus Chrome, Enderpuff, Rufus section.
Chrome is gonna sniff out Ares, and Ares is gonna get first picked. That's
Ares
what
on the
it's gonna be.
second. They're just circling each other. Again, circling like sharks. They don't know what to do. No one wants to be the person to make a mistake here. Chrome S-keying away from J. J is pretty isolated right now. Almost reached for the trying to go for the up down was Chrome, but Enderpuff was not that close in range. Now Hotspot splitting off. It's a huge gap here in the middle in the 7 Foos for this regroup. No, again, I'm not going to say anything actually until the first bayonet comes out. There's no point. The first kill changes everything here. We'll just watch this. First
Oh
kill,
my
Jay
God,
on the
the
Chrome
stab.
Ops. Jay on the Chrome Ops. Rufus is just diving in. I don't know if a section gets one though.
free stab.
What, an invisible stab from Reddish? Get on to section, just forgets Reddish exists and gets straight stabbed in the back. And just like that, after the 5 to 10 timeout called by the 7 Foos, first timeout
This
coming
is
out from the TRRB. This is exactly what the 7
exactly
Foos
like the
needed to
last
come out
match.
of the This is exactly what the
exactly
70
last match.
the 7 Foos coming out and winning 5 of the next 6 rounds after that last timeout. The only problem is now is the TRB have both timeouts. So if they're able to come out of this, ice the TRB, and get some momentum of their own, the 7-foos have nothing to stop it.
If there's something to watch right now, right now in these rounds, is Jay. Jay is this round. He Mapbob was about to stab him in the back. He 180 gambled. Mapbob killed him, and he got a bunch of. He got the first pick in the open melee in the 4v4. Jay's getting a lot of impact on this flank, and just like really just open up these rounds for 7-foos. He's kind of their key player throughout the rest of this game, I think, unless somebody else steps up. If he's going to keep on playing like this, I think 7-foos have a really good shot at winning.
Reno, the NA RGL finals are massive. This is massive. Might be the best stream in Holdfast history, folks. Like hyperbole.
Wrong, dude. GG.
Hyperbole. Who's predict? Oh, yeah. Ed's prediction is now busted.
Mine is still alive. Mine's still alive.
If the 7-foos manage to win the next 5 rounds in a row, give up would be right.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened last match, bro.
But
this exact situation happened, and 7-foos swept them for the rest of the match.
But if TRB wake up and take this, while 7-foos also managed to get 4 rounds, and the TRB also get 4, my prediction, like the genius I am, would be correct. And again, they're splitting up, so I have to use my entire screen. I can't see any names, so 4v4 off to the left here. I don't know. Someone's drove in a wedge. Right? Yeah, I know you can scroll wheel, but I want to see everything. Someone drove a wedge. Wooster coming in behind, a free up down for the TRB. There's Chrome is in the TRB 7-foos line. What? I don't even know what's happening. The man count could be even, could be up. Hotspot with 1 on the radioactive goat milk. 2 dead for the TRB. Chrome getting 1 back there. Reddish on to Polish. Section's got a guy coming in behind him. He's up down by Amy, and I can't. The name's Russell. Russell puts Rave down, and again, just like it's gonna be all tied up here at 11. Enderpuff just delaying the inevitable, pretty much. Yep, he just puts his hands up.
He put his hands up.
He puts his hands up. Yeah. I mean, just crazy. When I can't see who's who there when I'm so far out. But in the right-hand side of the line, there was I think it was probably Chrome, because he just doesn't care at this point. He's got 32 kills. He's standing in between the 7-foos line like he's playing con for them.
Yep, he was absolutely pushing Arya in there. He even hit a fake target swap on Arya that was a hit, and he was just trying to go for like as much chaos as possible. He got out as well, which is insane. But I mean, it's just like Jay just gets another huge critical pick to win them that round. Like without that, they don't have a chance. It's just like really good trade frags as well from 7-foos in that open melee. Really good job.
Chrome embracing mass hysteria.
He's doing really good, bro.
Okay, the lines now. The lines are playing connected now. The TRB right getting aggressive here. Russell with the first pick on a radioactive goat milk, but Enderpuff trading on to Hotspot. Now Rave has Russell in behind. Russell, who has been struggling. Yeah, 180 gamble from Chrome on to Bacon. It's now a 5v3 here on the right, and off to your left.
Can you get this up down?
The TRB finishing off of but Reddish able to take down Crack.
They finally hit it.
Reddish is just living in this 3v1. If he could get a team kill or get a kill here, would be massive, but unable to. 5v4 now in favor of the TRB. You got TRB Chrome, Enderpuff, Section, Ducks, and Rave. The exact 5 who you would want alive here. VG, Milkman, Danny G, Aries. Not exactly the top names for the 7-foos. See if they can work some magic here, though. Again, not a lot's going to happen. I'm going to be silent to the first kill or someone dies. We'll see. Same thing, Gus.
It usually happens at the same time.
Yep, I know. Chrome trying to get a max range onto Aries here. Oh, almost. Aries throwing some glitchy stabs, and Milkman able to bring it down. Aries and Danny G able to up down, just like that, flipping the man balance in favor of the 7-foos. But again, the 7-foos not working to punish that. Danny G and Duck's able to kill one. They trade. Rave with a swap on the VG in the 2v1. Rave against Milkman. Danny G against Ducks. Danny G's just going to be throwing down stabs here against Ducks. Ducks stabs the ground. Again, Danny's just gambling. Danny not known for being a 1v1er. Hopefully, he's trying to get his teammate to regroup.
Rave's just holding this guy.
Oh my god. I don't... They swapped dance partners now. They've swapped dance partners now. Milkman
God.
against Ducks. Rave against Danny G. Oh, missed up down from Rave.
Rave's trying
The
to get there. But needs Ducks to get pyro first.
Unstoppable.
Ducks finally able to
Except
kill
for Milk.
Milkman. Danny G now in the 2v1. I think that might be the first time Danny has ever spun I've seen before.
Oh,
Danny is breaking out all the moves, but up down from TRB. 11 to 12. This is Holdfast. Thank you, Darino. I needed to say that at some point. It's like a bingo thing. Oh, the Milkman, says Italian Turtle.
Oh, the Milkman.
Polish is Polish dropping now?
Milkman with a huge pick there, right? It just you have the double-edged sword of VG. Somebody can go in and find you like he's the X factor, right? He can find you some insane kills when you need it, but just right there, I mean, he's just got a block. He ran into Rave, face hugged Rave, and then got straight stat. You just can't have that happening ever. And if he just blocks that stab, they just win. It's just there's just a really good gamble from Rave, knowing that he's in the 1v2, he has to kill somebody, and really poor job from VG to make sure he lives.
12 to 11 in favor of the TRRB now. Let's see if the 7 Foos can respond and bring it back to a tie. But okay, oh my God, Rufus?
Oh,
Did
Rufus
Rufus
was cold.
disconnect?
Oh, the
No.
Milkman.
I think he disconnect. But Rave is standing in front of 3 people, and he's just standing there. But he lets Russell walk up and pick his teammate. Matt Bob's in behind in the main line getting picks. There's Bacon and Russell in behind Matt Bob. Danny G and Bacon trying to up down Matt Bob. Matt Bob is literally in the 7 Foos line. They can't kill him.
He's still alive.
Okay, he finally goes down. Rave and Chrome are able to pick off Russell. Down goes Rave to a Danny G straight stab. Now Chrome is in the 7 Foos line.
He's still alive.
He's making out with them. 4 people are left for the TRB. It's a 4v6 now. Crack trying to survive. 3v6 in favor of the 7 Foos. Last round, Jay's right in behind him. The TRB doesn't seem to know. Yep, and without a person falling, the 7 Foos is able to get this. Oh my God, and put it back on time. Yo, what is going on?
Did Rufus lagged and like W keyed, or was that like him trolling? I think
he didn't do anything.
The problem with saying what happened, well, he's lagged out, right? He's completely crashed, so he's gone. But
he's gone.
But I mean, Rave and Chrome there just trying to play hero ball, right? They dove in. They were inside of the Foos line. Like Matt Bob, Rave, and Chrome were all diving at different times, like completely separately, and they all got eventually up downed for it, right? And if you're gonna dive, all dive at once or don't dive at all, right? Because they were just throwing their lives away there. But really good job from 7 Foos to just keep it together, get the up downs, and win the round.
I mean, also, you can't really dive the enemies when their back is against their spawn wall. You don't really have much to work with. If you get behind them, you're just going to be stuck there. Again, Chrome looking for something in this middle here. The line stretching like an accordion, but coming back together like someone's playing it. Great analogy, Gus. That's a great analogy. Matt Bob with the first pick on the Bacon. That's going to enable Rave and Matt Bob to work together here on this right. Maybe find another 2v1. Russell's splitting off far. Russell only on 6 and 18 right now, but he's doing a job really surviving. He's been able to get some important picks these last couple of rounds. Normal line phase going on here. The TRB taking an 8v8 here, while there's a 2v1 going off to the right. Enderpuff able to get a kill on the Danny G. Hotspot and Reddish with 2 quick kills. Matt Bob finally kills Russell. That's able to free them up. They're going to come. Section now in between them. He's going to go down. A 1v1 off to the top of your screen. That's the Milkman against Radioactive Goat Milk. And after all this disconnecting, they're coming back together as a 7v7.
So true.
All that for 3 kills.
All that regrouping for 3 kills. But the 7 Foos splitting up here. Rave looking to exploit some of the space given to him, but he's against Reddish. If anyone can punish Rave for looking for that space and maybe overstepping, it could be Reddish. The flank of Milkman, VG, and Hotspot in this regroup, pushing back Chrome, Crack, and Radio. Some stabs connecting here on the left-hand side. We're hearing these blocks. Reddish able to get the first kill on a Rave. Rave just sitting there spectating. Ducks now in a 1v3. In behind the line is Matt Bob. 7 Foos able to get 2. TRB able to get 2. It's now, again, a 5v5, but Hotspot with one on a Wooster puts it in favor of the 7 Foos. 2v1 up to the top. Hotspot with another one. 3 kills on the round for Hotspot. He gets one on the Matt Bob. A 1v3 off to the left here. 2v2. if the TRB want to win this round, they need to win this 2v2 clean here.
Oh,
Radio
that's
and Crack.
brutal,
Down
that
goes
is.
Ducks. Crack in a 1v1 with VG. Oh, the Milkman with radioactive goat milk. They have to do something here before these 3 of the 7 Foos get back, and it's too late. Crack now in a 1v4, but a team kill from
TK.
Reddish onto VG. Crack trying to get another one, but I don't think he's going to get much. He goes down to Reddish. Reddish making amends with that team kill on the VG, finishing off Crack. Now radioactive goat milk in the 1v4, and he's going to be caught.
Last time out.
And the 7 Foos now taking the lead 13-12 after being down 5-10 earlier in this group fight.
I mean, I don't even know how to offer like analysis on this. Like Amy there doesn't get the backstab on Ducks, turns around, runs away, and then gets backstabbed by Ducks herself, like for no reason. And then they're just always in chaos, and nobody's ever getting punished for anything. But they always think that, oh, well, maybe I can walk 3 steps forward, and then they get punished really hard, and they overdo it, and everybody's just doing everything, and it's kind of chaos right now. There's no real clear like winners at the outside of these rounds. Like there, for example, right? They were all in 1v1s. Hotspot manages to kill his one, and then he gets a bunch of up downs, which is, you know, textbook what you want. But I mean, just insane that like this game is this close in the finals, and you're letting it get this chaotic. You know, it's
so close, and both teams are. This is still not perfect melee. There's still some crazy shit happening.
It's coming down to that time where, like, most of these players don't want to make the mistake, but a lot of them are trying to play the hero, and you're just seeing that. It's just the shifts and sways. This is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before.
You're seeing like all 20 people in the server try to play hero ball. You know, and I guess it's better than like what 45e TRB was, where only 45e were trying to play hero ball. But you know, yeah. But it's just so chaotic. It's hard to say who's going to win these rounds or lose.
Yeah, I mean, again, the left of the TRB kiting from the right of the 7 Foos. This right of the TRB has been a little successful in these previous rounds here. Let's see if they could start something off here. I'm guessing that's going to be Russell jumping in between the 2 TRB. There's a hit from the TRB. A 1v3 here on the right. Milkman to get one on the map, Bob. A team kill from Rave on the Goat Milk in the 2v1. But Rave able to avenge his fallen teammate that he himself killed. And just like that, it is now a 9v6. Yeah, 9v6. 7 Foos. Reddish walking forward, straight stabbing Enderpuff. 7 Foos with another one. 3 quick kills from the 7 Foos in the regroup. Open melee, I mean. Milkman gets one on the Rave hotspot on the section. And Russell's going to end it with one on the Polish. Putting the 7 Foos onto match point coming out of the TRB timeout.
TRB failed both of their timeout conversions tonight. RIP.
Well, I was about to start hating on. That was your whole tab, by the way. But I was about to start hating on Bacon for diving in. He's been consistently diving in on as one on the left. And Russell's playing his 2, and Russell. It's very clear that Russell has no idea what to do when his 1 is diving in. But that round, Bacon does a great job of just delaying. He delayed for so long that the Milkman and Russell were able to finally find an up down on that left flank, and then Bacon forced a team kill from Rave. I don't remember who it was on, but it was really good job from Bacon to just get 2 kills, and then he dies, which is fine because they got a good regroup and then won the round. So I'm gonna hate if he dies.
AB.
Match point for the 7 Foos here. I mean, it's the TRB have nothing to lose now.
True.
I mean, I don't know how the saying goes, actually. You know, they have everything to lose, but they got nothing to lose by trying something. They're down by...
True.
They need to win the next 3 in order to win. I mean, the way this game is going, I don't think they've been able to pair 3 rounds together again. Now the 7 Foos need to be careful here. They tend to hug this wall. They tend to hug this wall whenever they get here.
Rat wall.
The rat wall. They've gone to the left corner, but now they're slowly creeping towards this back right corner. The TRB, a first stab. Amy with the first pick on the map, Bob. Bacon with one on the Ducks. Amy with another on the Rave, and that seems like it might just be all it for the TRB unless they could pull off something amazing. VG with one on the Wooster. This might be a flawless round for the 7 Foos. FBG with one on the
And
Russell.
then
Enderpuff gets
BG
one
did
on the
one.
Bacon, though. Goat Milk gets one. There's a
Killing
1v6. And just like that,
Oh
the
my
7 Foos Battalion are your RGL Season 5 champions.